Good day, guys. Today review on the rifle when I built for like long range shooting. It's in GTA. It's no way to shoot long range actually, but there's some couple of 100 meters. The caliber is 30-06. The reason I choose this caliber because the ammo is way cheaper than 300 Win Mag and higher calibers. That's the Sako, or let's say Sako, what I call Sako. It's a Finland rifle. All the specs, it's a lots of numbers, and so you can find online. That's Sako S20 bolt. Optics, I put it here, and designed for long range shooting. So I sighted in for 300 meters, and you have a notch every 100 meters increase, so to adjust the elevation. Have a laminated reticle dot, vintage elevation, rings. The scope is glass perfect. Unbelievable, this vector optics continental scopes, it's very good. And price wise, it's kind of way better than Zeiss and Swarovski, and well, those are name, and there's very quality glass and scopes, but this scope are comparable. For me, it's perfect. It's pricely, well, it's like quarter of the price of the Swarovski, for example, or from Leica. That works for me. I shoot this rifle maybe 100 rounds already. First time I break in and clean up, and then it's easier to clean. I installed the muzzle brake, and it's really helped to control the jumping. And this adjustable comb, you can adjust whatever cheek rise, whatever you can shoot, or prone or bench, rest. So this very handy. It's installed in there. It's built-in Picatinny reel, so you can just drop the rings in there and install the scope, which is very easy. Have a detachable mag. The only thing I kind of appreciate to have a kind of mags with the stainless steel or even steel. That's polymer. That's called polymer. It's just a plastic. I don't know how this plastic being extreme cold. Usually cold destroys everything and it's cracked and brittle. But I don't plan it to be an extreme cold any soon. So, but there's no availability of steel magazine for this Sako S20 rifle for now. Maybe in the future someday. And what else I can emphasize, the sling swivel. It wasn't there, so there wasn't a package. So I installed to put a tripod, and it's bipod. I mean, it's very handy. Also, quick detach ports here on the back. And the swivel also here on the back, so you can adjust, install those buttstock razor, and the quick connect on the buttstock, quick connect on the forearm. Basically, this rifle as it is for hunting purposes, well. And it's kind of heavy to carry around. On maybe a tree stand is fine, but to carry around this rifle, I wouldn't be walking around. So bolt is perfect. 2-position safety, bolt release, pretty much everything. Safe, it's locked the bolt, but if you want to release the bolt, there's a little knob, you push it down and you release the bolt. Trigger, perfect trigger. I signed in 300 meters and I was successfully have a like 1.5 to 2-inch group on 300 meters. But the thing is to find the ammo. So the best ammo for me was like under the inch group of 5. That's the Sako Hammerhead. That's the 150 grain, I guess. But I used another box, the same ammo. It wasn't performed the same way. So that means the rifle gonna be performed well, but to very precise, that's depend on the ammo. So that's my review for this rifle. So if you want to buy it for bench range shooting, it's fine. For hunting, it's fine too, but it's kind of heavy. This loop here for the arm, for the hand to put it on, it's very handy. But other than that, it's just nice rifle, nice shooter, heavy, with a good scope. It can perform perfectly. Fluted barrel, muzzle brake. So that's the Sako S20 with the Vector Optics Continental. So that's my long range shooting rifle that I built and I used, and I can tell it's the very good performing rifle. There's a lots of good word people say for this rifle, and I can say yes, it can shoot very well, but it is fancy or this kind of extraordinary, I don't know. But there's I believe it's more better and fancy rifle up there. But this rifle is for the money. It's for my opinion, it's a good rifle. It can last lifetime. Only this kind of polymer plastic. If people doesn't like have a plastic a lot, so maybe it's not for you. But from my perspective, I would believe this rifle will be hanging on the gun case. Anybody who wants to have a good rifle, a good shooter, reliable and very accurate. Well, depend on the optics too. Sako S20, muzzle brake, scope, magazine, simple and usable.